So, it's been like almost a week actually, but we're back. We're back. So, I did some grinding, as you can see. So now everybody is level 45. I gave Moko Flare Blitz and Quick Attack from the move tutor. Nobody else has changed. Everybody's level 45. And while I was grinding, I was grinding in the island's grass because the levels were higher. It was quicker that way. So I caught some lasses. I haven't looked at them, but I caught some lasses. We got orange. You know, I don't really know what orange is like good for, but I'm sure that's fine. I caught Tojiko, Wind Ghost, Lax. Why are so many of my puppets Lax or Gentle? Or is that just like, is that just me seeing bias? Levitate. Pretty good, actually. I mean, IV-wise, it's average. But this is one of those Pokemon that or puppets. It's supposed to be speedy, so I think it's kind of not great. Found an Aiden in the forest. Okay. That's not good. That's not good at all. I found a Conoco on Cape Brink. Wow, okay. So, it's timid nature. And it's got perfect speed. But its special attack IV is 4. Its defenses are 30. If the attack and the special attack were switched, this would be an incredible puppet. Then again, I don't really know if Conoco's meant to be fast, but even so, those IVs are fucking... Those IVs would be really good if the attacks were swapped. Or even if the nature, instead of timid, was jolly and she was a physical attacker. Okay, and Kana, who's gentle nature, of course. So, I don't know. I think Kana is supposed to be defensive, but she has great defensive IVs and actually a good special attack IV, but she's got the worst fucking nature in the game. One of the worst natures of the game. But I also caught this, chat. I caught this. I found this in the grass. Wow, it's awful. I got a green medicine. Yeah, it's sassy, which isn't a bad nature for it, but its IVs are terrible. And it's got an attack. That's its second best is attack, so it's really bad. But I also caught this, and it's fucking gentle nature. Of course it is. Well, actually, surprisingly not that bad. But really bad nature. Has trace instead of shadow tag. What type are you? You're flying. Okay. So yeah, I found 2 shinies while I was grinding. On a Hatate and a medicine. So that's cool. They're well, the Hatate is actually kind of usable. The Hatate is actually kind of usable, but at this point in the game, not really. You know, not really. We're kind of... There's no shiny patch, no. As far as I know, this game is full odds. Which means I found 2 really quickly like that, which is frankly astounding. Alright, but I've come back to Vermilion, or Viridian, and I'm ready. I'm ready. So there's gonna be Earth types. This might be a Shizuha. Might be a Shizuha game. Even I don't know the Viridian leader's identity, but one thing's for certain, they'll be the toughest of all. Go! Variety, so they're not actually Earth. They're not exactly Earth. That's fine. Whee! I'm pretty sure in the original game, RBY, the statue says it's Giovanni. It accidentally spoils. Yeah, Momiji. She's Steel Beast. So she's actually ×4 weak to fire. And water. I have fire. So let's get this game on. Oh, you're weak to strength too, but this is guaranteed to kill you. Ah! I leveled Moko up with the karate dude so she would get a bunch of EVs towards her offensive stat. So she's definitely pretty good. Momiji is an attack-based one. I'm just kind of guessing. EVs are based on the puppet's best stat, so it's probably fair to assume that Momiji's best stat is her attack. Based on the fucking... what's it called? The sundowner, the sun setter pose. I don't fucking remember what it's called. It's the cloud pose though, where he's holding the sword and he's in the background and the sword's like poking into the foreground, and it makes the perspective on the sword very crazy. Karate Joe. Karate is the ultimate form of martial arts. So yeah, there's actually not a lot left in the game. Once I get through this gym, once I get through this gym, then I have to go to the Elite Four. There's a rival battle I have to do. And then yes, that's it. So I don't think we're gonna get to the... we're not gonna get to the Elite Four. Or I mean, we might get to them, but we won't beat them. But it'd be nice to get to them because then I can do a little bit more grinding off screen to just make it less likely to, you know, fail it. And then I guess we'll figure out what to do from there. My team seems pretty solid. Kind of a shame that I found 2 shinies in, like, endgame grind. But it's okay, because the next time I play, next time I play anything Pokemon, it will be Heart Gold with an increased shiny rate. And we're gonna be probably doing only shinies for that one, for the fun of it. That'd be pretty cool. Come on. And this is where we play the game called You're Burned, so you can't hurt me. You take Burn Chip, you take Leech Seed Chip, and I press Giga Drain. Now listen. Now listen. This is a very effective strategy, but it's really slow and really boring. So, these are the kind of strategies that in real Pokemon games you do not need to implement. You can usually just catch a bunch of hyper-offensive mons and just fucking run through everything, because why not? You deserve it. You earned that right. You wish to battle me? And now our leader is back. Oh, I'm good. I'm alive. He's got 5 dudes. He does have 5 dudes. Oh, it's a little girl. Alright. There's just something... I forgot what I was saying. Chat. What was I talking about? Shit. Right, I need to get Sunny Day on something. I remember. I need to get Sunny Day on something so I can get rid of sand for from my chat and also from the field. So no, in regular Pokemon, I said before, but in like ROM hacks, the way it usually goes in ROM hacks is that if you try to run hyper offense and you don't get the right IVs, you don't get the right IVs, the right nature, or the right EV investment, your speed-based Pokemon are just gonna get shit on because everything else is like, everything else is just stronger. Do you really use a fucking super potion? Okay. But in regular gameplay, you don't need perfect stats to just kind of stomp things, especially in later games where the level curves, some of the level curves get a little generous to the player, mainly because the EXP. The EXP share is on, and so you're just kind of like the more things you do, the more things that you do, the stronger you get just kind of by accident. Now in Sword and Shield it was weird, because in Sword and Shield you couldn't toggle it. We know that. You couldn't toggle it, but like the only thing that really compensated, like when you went to the wild area, you were like always under leveled. And then when you played the main game, you were, like, not. But it also has been, like, 8 years. It's been, like, 8 or 7 years since Sword and Shield came out. Which is... You know, I don't really know what to say about that, actually. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, huh. Yeah, I guess Gen 8 was that long ago, wasn't it? I guess 2026 is... That's pretty far into the future. Yeah, huh? Yeah, huh? I switched to you so I can dig a hole. Oh well. Well, it's okay, because in 2027 we're getting Pokemon Wind and Waves. I just got earthquaked. I'm not dead, but that's crazy. Man. Dude, Scarlet and Violet came out like, what, 3 years ago? That game's kind of old, huh? Whoa. I remember playing that I played it on stream for the first time. And I played it for 5 hours, and I was like, this game's pretty cool. I'm gonna play it on my own because there's no way I'm gonna be able to play it to the capacity of stream. And I just want to play it on my own anyway. And I'm glad I did. It also kind of helps that, you know, everyone in the world was basically playing the new Pokemon. I mean, did you know Subnautica 2 is out? Is that a sponsorship from Duracell? The battery. Your broadcasts have real soul. We really love how you engage with your audience of 7,000 subscribers. 7,000 subscribers. Whoa. Early access. Yeah, it's early access, but I'm not personally interested. I don't know what Touhoutopia is. I figured by its name it was a Touhou game, so I looked it up on Steam, and it actually was a Touhou game. But like, I couldn't figure out what the fuck it was by looking at it. And then I decided to go do other things. It's a Civ type game. I've never played Civilization. Ow. I've never played Civilization, and I know that Civilization is one of those games that people will give you so much shit for not being able to play right. Civilization. There's no Touhou Civilization. I was beaten. This guy sucked. He took forever. Yeah, so you see, I don't really know what that means, but it's $4. Is that good or bad? There be games afoot. There's nothing else that I'm following. No, I've never played Civ. I've never really experienced Civ. I played Sengoku. I played Sengoku Gensokyo. Does that count as a Civ game? Probably not, but like... Does that count? Must be running out of steam by now. In Touhou civilization, no one chooses to jump for the beef. It's better to be safe and do the one block jump for the chicken. So what you're saying is that everybody plays the game really boring. Does it have multiplayer, or is it just player versus computer? I assume it would have some kind of multiplayer, right? What? Disabled? Okay. There's multiplayer. Okay. I didn't ask because I was interested of playing it. I asked because I figured there'd be something in there that would make people want to play it for more than, like, you know, the main campaign. I don't really like certain degrees of competitive games. I'm not really huge on. And I feel like Civ is one of those games that you need to play basically when it releases, because that's when it's fun and nobody knows what's good. And after about a week, maybe 2, now the optimal setup and strategies for each individual Civ is known, to the degree that, like, when you play against them, that's what they're gonna go for. You know that's what they're gonna do, and depending on the strength of it, you're in for a very fun game. It's just how she be sometimes. It's kind of a pessimistic outlook on multiplayer games. I know. I know it is. But ultimately, meta evolves, and it does reach a point where you're effectively playing against the meta, and if you don't like playing against the meta, you're not gonna have a good time. If you don't mind playing against the meta, or specifically you are playing the meta, then you're probably gonna have a better time. Unless you really don't like mirror matches. I think I saw that was Tenchi. Monka Giga. Fighting games are more or less the only example I can reasonably give of such a thing. And that's mainly just when people figure out what characters are good and what options work, as well as certain combos. You're gonna end up finding these characters, and you're gonna run into a lot of people testing these characters and trying the newly discovered bullshit. And that's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of your time. I think it's funny that online for fighting games is usually when somebody wins a big tournament, that character becomes kind of popular for a couple days online. Especially if it's a character who's not that popular, because it's like, whoa, this guy did it, I can do it. He proved it was possible. Yugi. I'm punching Yugi. Fisticuffs. Cha-cha. I certainly have opinions on multiplayer, I know, but I'm also not somebody who's ever really played much multiplayer. Especially for more, like, only multiplayer-focused games. Card games, people generally know what's going to be good beforehand, but sometimes their archetypes get figured out over the course of a format. Well, I know you're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Mainly. But, like, isn't Yu-Gi-Oh! Kind of just... Isn't it usually that when a deck is good, at least recently anyway, when a deck is good, it's just, it doesn't matter if you know what it does, it's just, it's really obnoxious to play against regardless. So the majority, like, I know the Mystic Mine era was certainly something. The Mystic Mine era was a part of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where people were pretty much every deck had Mystic Mine. Some decks were all in on Mystic Mine, where they were floodgate decks. But there also people were just running this card because it was a good card. So you pretty much needed something to deal with this card, because if you didn't, you would just lose. So for that period of time, whatever deck you were making, you absolutely had to have something to deal with that. Competitive Pokemon can be like that sometimes, but in competitive Pokemon's case, if a Pokemon is so overwhelming that you absolutely need to like invest a certain Pokemon on your team to deal with it, that's a bad sign. I'm not talking a certain archetype, I'm talking a specific Pokemon. Like, oh, this Pokemon is really good in this meta, and it has one check, effectively. It doesn't even have a true counter, it just has one semi-reliable check. So if you're team building in this meta, and you're not putting that Pokemon on your team, then you're a fool. You're simply a fool, because you're pretty much guaranteed to face against this Pokemon. And like I said, if it's a Pokemon where it's not a matter of you can have multiple options and deal with it, it's just a Pokemon that's so disruptive and simple-minded in its game plan that that you have to have an answer for it. Oh, I don't know anything about the Digimon card game. Mystic Mine, as far as I know, Mystic Mine was one of the biggest, like, controversy cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! History. I know that the Mahjong deck has caused some strife with some people because that deck has a reputation of being a one-player game. Rotom Wash. Rotom Wash isn't exactly an example. Surprisingly, neither is Lando T. Now, Lando T, especially in like Gen 5, like that Pokemon was everywhere. That Pokemon had like a 54 or something % usage on it for like OU teams, which meant that you had a higher chance of fighting that thing than you did not fighting that thing. But but the thing is that Lando, as good as it is, because it's certainly a good Pokemon, it's not an instant win Pokemon. There are answers to it. It has versatility. It has versatility, which is fascinating for it. It's not a one-trick Pokemon. It has multiple roles it can fill. So it's easy to team build, but it also isn't a Pokemon that just like beats everything else in the game. Now when I talk about problem Pokemon, I talk about mainly things that came out in like Gen 8. There's obviously some before that. Usually they get, some Pokemon are like legendaries, they're pretty much instantly banned to Ubers. I guess in 7 there was the Ultra Beast where Pheromosa was a Pokemon that frankly I'm not really sure what you were supposed to run to deal with Pheromosa in OU in the short time it was there. That Pokemon had an absurd speed stat and was a mixed attacker with like the same amount. Essentially the same amount of like attack. And also a ridiculously versatile move pool. Like just nutty. I remember early in Gen 7. Heartbreak. Ooh. It's a dark move. I don't have a dark move. 80. I'm gonna get rid of Headbutt for that. What was I saying? I'm not sure if Dark's good against anything that Beast isn't. But I guess I have it, so whatever. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I remember that for whatever reason, well, not even for whatever reasons, specifically, what do you call it? Alolan Marowak. That's what it was. Alolan Marowak was a surprisingly good Pokemon in early Gen 7 OU because it had a favorable matchup against a lot of the Ultra Beasts and the Touhous, with its Ghost Fire typing and Lightning Rod. So it was surprisingly good at handling a lot of those Pokemon. Now, it wasn't a surefire thing, but that's not Yamame. Sneasler right now is... I am aware of Sneasler. I know that Champions nerfed Dire Claw, so it's now a 30% instead of a 50%, which, by the way, is really silly. That move has a 50% chance to either paralyze, poison, or put you to sleep. Why does it put you to sleep? I don't even understand that part. Why? Oh, whatever. But yeah, that Pokemon had issues in singles, namely because of a very simple strategy, which was called Grassy Seed Unburden. Because you could have Grassy Seed activate in grassy terrain set by Rillaboom. And then it would activate, it would give it a defense buff. And then it would also activate its Unburden to double its speed. So it would basically come in with an agility. It would come in with an agility and a harden. I would have burned for your old pal. Especially since I'm probably dead to that. Oh wow. Quick attack. A critical hit. Cool. Little mailing. Go big mailing. Force Palm. Slappy. So yeah, that Pokemon was really annoying because it had a really, Dire Claw is a poison move. It has a really annoying chance to proc a special effect. And if you roll Sleep, well, fuck you, I guess. But it also had access to Close Combat. Which, I mean, Close Combat is just a good move. It was Stab as well. I can't talk much about what's going on in doubles, but I know that it's good there. But yeah, they banned it in singles because that Pokemon was pissing people off. Not too shocked by that information. There's a number of Pokemon that piss people off. But what was the answer? I wonder if it got banned before anybody could find an answer. That's what I'm wondering about. Some Pokemon last long enough that someone does find an answer, but usually that answer is so restrictive that it's not even a good Pokemon, so you're only running it on your team because it has a good matchup against this Pokemon. Oh, High Jump Kick can't be good. 110. Fuck it. Basculegion can wall Sneasler. Can Sneasler not learn anything to deal with that? I don't know what Sneasler's coverage moves look like, but surely it has access to something that hits ghost types, right? Basculegion is his own brand of asshole as well, because of Last Respects. Last Respects is a very, very silly move. I mean, in doubles it's not banned, but you send Basculegion out in the back, and then suddenly you have a 100 base power ghost move, and anybody else dies and becomes 150 and 200. And then it's a cleanup move. Okay, so I think what I want to do here is I actually want to have Sunny Day to offset. I want Sunny Day because Sunny Day will get rid of the sand. And the sand is going to activate, like, Sand Rush or some shit. So I'm gonna get rid of Recover for Sunny Day. Might not be necessary, but I do remember he leads with the Sandstream Suika, who's Ground Fire. I don't have a water move. Yam might be the best bet to start. I'm not sure. We'll see. Because obviously he's gonna lead with the Sandstream Pokemon. Can I just say, man, I fucking hate weather. Neither learns Throat Chop. I mean, that's not gonna kill Basculegion, but it's still something to hit him with. It's pretty rare you get a situation where a good Pokemon is 100% walled out by something. There they are. Archelodon is common. Yeah, it's because Archelodon is really stupid in rain. I'm nasty plotting just to see what happens. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Now, the real question is, you obviously kill me. Do I obviously kill you? Not bad. Tenshi. So this fucker is gonna Swords Dance. I'm okay with sand. I don't know what its ability is, but I think it's fine. I'm gonna go for the burn. Yeah. Alright. Now he full heals. So I go for the burn again. What? He didn't full heal. I just got played, dude. I guess at this point, they don't have full heals, only full restores. I need some health back. It's alright, it only does 50. Damn! I don't even need a fucking burner! Jeez, I could just kill her anyway. Alright. Vermilia. I don't have Cut anymore. Dark Flying. I have Thunder Punch. Fuck, I wish I still had Cut. try Kane. This Remy has never gotten a turn yet. But I don't have cut anymore. Intimidate's helpful. Okay. It ain't gonna kill, but at least it's super effective. That's fine. That doesn't matter. You know why that doesn't matter? I'll tell you why. Because the Sandstorm is gonna chip this Remy into heal range, and then I'm gonna crit my Thunder Punch and kill. I was wrong. I was simply wrong. I was incorrect. Well, I mean, Kane also didn't take, like, anything from that, so. Pretty good. Kane. Oh, I know that one! I'm staying in. You're Steel, I'm Earth. Dark is good against you, but so is digging a hole. When the fuck do I learn Earthquake, dude? Luster Purge? You think I give a fuck? Die. And attack Yugi. I don't know what Yugi's ability is, but I'm not gonna burn. I'm not gonna burn, because if it's Guts, it might beat the shit out of me. It's not particularly fast, but I'm just gonna play it real safe. Take a nap. Isn't this thing basically Rampardos? Well, it turns out I didn't need to do anything with the sand at all. I mean, it's annoying that it's here, but I didn't get an opportunity to send Moko in. Nor would I want to, because so many of his fucking... Now he uses a full heal! So he did have one, he just didn't... He didn't think Tenchi was worth it. Fucked up. Alright, well I got the Leech Seed. I remember, I'm still faster than it. I'm still faster, so I can just click Sleep Powder again, and you can go back to bed. Wow. If this isn't... If this isn't the shittiest feeling in the world... Alright, now instant kill with a Giga Drain. This last scum. That was truly an intense fight. You have won. Wow. Evidence your mastery. You can challenge the Bonica League. Wait, you give me Earthquake, don't you? Powerful attack that causes a massive tremor. I made it when I ran this gym here far too long ago. Having lost in this fashion, I can't face my followers. I have betrayed their trust. As of today, Team Rocket is finished forever. As for myself, I shall dedicate my life to training again. Let's meet again someday. Farewell. Yeah, so I guess we're just gonna forget all the crimes that he did commit. Macho Brace. He definitely has an attitude when you meet him in later games. But he's, you know, he's a drifter. He's got like the trench coat and the hat on. He's definitely not very... He's not very vocal about it, but he did run away. he did evade the law. There are a surprising number of bad guys in Pokemon that simply go, I won't be bad anymore, and then everyone's just like, okay. That's fine. What about all those other things that he did? Well, you know. Shit happens. Whatever, bro. Who cares? Water under the bridge. He said he's sorry. You gotta wonder where some of them go. It's goo. Alright. Well, in Gen 3, Maxie and Archie... they never actually succeed, do they? I'm just thinking about it. Team Magma steals a meteorite to set off the volcano, but their plans are thwarted. Team Magma tries to steal rocket fuel, plans are thwarted. Team Aqua tries to steal Devon goods, plans are thwarted. Those motherfuckers didn't succeed once. They didn't actually succeed in any of their crimes. They got stopped every time. Until the end where they took the orbs from Mount Pyre, to which they returned them. Bum 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 bum, ba-da-da-da-dum, bum 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 bum, ba-da-da-da-dum. I wish I nasty plotted turn 1 now. If I did, I'd be clean sweeping. Especially now that I'm gonna get surfed. Fuck. Didn't they steal the submarine? They did! They did steal the submarine, I forgot about that. But it's okay, they said they were sorry. I'm alive?! Oh my, damn, she's thick as a sweet potato. Incredible. Technical Racing. I forgot what my answer to Racing was. I think it was punching her in the jaw, though. It was... okay. Jump kick! You're alive? That's ridiculous. I honestly can't believe you're not dead. Okay. Going good so far. Kogasa? Now, Kogasa's a ghost type. Also a water type, which means sending in Kane here is actually a fucking horrendous decision. This is a really, really bad decision. Especially with the Intimidate. Crush! Claw! A critical hit! Whoa! Reimu. Is Reimu a special attacker? Okay. The answer was no. Hey, if she misses... okay. If she missed, she probably would have died. Burn! Oh, no. Okay, every time these motherfuckers set up in my face, I miss the burn. Not today. And so begins the strategy of a winner. That's super effective. I don't know what type she is. I know she's Faith. That did a fucking lot of damage. That did a lot of damage. Faith is kind of like Dragon in the sense that it resists the 4 main elements, fire, water, grass, and electric. Okay. She's trying to set up her burn now. How much does a Giga Drain do? Not enough. But it's okay, because I have Leech Seed and Burn Chip. That's like 25%. Oh, let me tell you, when I was grinding, Medicine used Leech Seed on Satori, and the amount of HP that she sapped from Satori was like almost a third of her fucking max HP being healed. And then I ran into a Yoshika, and she used Block. And yeah, that thing has Block and Ingrain and Cross Poison and some other move. And let me tell you, that I had to struggle to get out of that fight. I had to fucking struggle to get out of that fight. So at that point, I ran from every single one of those Yoshikas. Why are you learning Tailwind? No, I know why you're learning Tailwind. It's because you tried to learn Baton Pass a couple levels ago when I was grinding. Yorihime. Yorihime was... I forget what she was weak to. Is she Steel Faith? I don't remember. I think Kane is the answer. I seem to recall Kane being the answer. Kane is the answer. Kane's always the answer. When in doubt, Kane. Thank you, Zaza, for the resub. If this doesn't kill, I'm gonna regret not giving her Earthquake. Okay, good. What? Consider that ass beaten. So this guy goes to the Pokemon, like, see his highest level? His highest level is like 50 here, and then you go to the Pokemon League and his starter is level 67. Like, bro is playing on speed up mode in universe. His starter gained like 17 fucking levels in the span of one dungeon. That's impossible. Alright. Why can you all learn Earthquake? I mean, that's a great coverage move, but like, you don't all fucking need Earthquake. 100, 100. Yeah, yeah. It's not even that much stronger than Dig. But you know, that extra 10% might matter. I'm honestly surprised that fight went as well as it did. I need Surf. Dude, I need Surf to access the Pokemon League. I have Strength. I don't need Rock Smash. But I do need Surf, which means I do have to... I gotta box someone. I'll just box Satori. I don't know when Satori learns Destiny Bond, but she currently doesn't have it. I would like her to have it because that would make her a lot more useful. She's kind of, at the moment, she's one of those puppets where if I don't have an answer, if I don't have an actual answer to the puppet I'm staring at, then she's the answer. Because she's allowed to just get hit and then kill them with Mount Silver. We're not allowed. Come back when you get permission. Yeah, I thought so. I was gonna turn around and go get Satori back, but I knew this shit was gonna happen. It's level 50. Okay. So that's good. I'll be sure to get that. What's a good level for the Elite Four, do you think? Lepa Fruit. Because I know that, like, Lorelai's first puppet is 52 to 55. Like, that's her range. And then the rival has, like... The rival has, like, 60 to 67. Which is just, frankly, stupid. So I guess 55 or 56 is a good middle ground, would you say? I like in the original, these guys weren't on land. They were like swimmers in the water. Just chilling in the water. What a fucking job this guy has here to just stand on the edge of this like beach and badge check people. I actually don't have a Komachi. Okay. Money. I don't know if you need the same amount in the art book for what do you call it? For the national decks, but I pretty much caught everything I've ran into. Good. I think my team's pretty solid. Shinigami that works fairy souls across the Sons of River laid back maybe to a fault. Alright. We're here. We're here. Big Chen. 42. I can't run? Oh boy. I do this. That does move it, yeah. I regret doing that. Oh, I regret doing that. Oh no, I hit undo a couple too many times and it muted the mic. Okay. Aspire fruit. Oh, that is the volcano badge. Alright then, please go on ahead. Full restore, that's good. Indigo Plateau. The ultimate goal of trainers. That is the Earth badge. Citrus fruit. How strange. Whoa, look at that. Look at that. Look what I've done. Whoa. Cool. Okay, let's get to work, shall we? No pushing rocks. Victory Road is a little bit of a task. I didn't buy healing items, so I probably should have. I'm also rocking a 5v6 team. You know, that level 40 Chen kind of showed up and fucked everything up. Sometimes I think about how, like, there are puzzles in place for people in a way that only the player character can reasonably do them. Which doesn't make a lot of sense. Because... Okay, there's Heartbreak. And then that's a rare candy, I think. Oh, full Ruma. So, like, that strength puzzle there, you needed to push that boulder on that switch. but but the way was blocked. So this lady here was just kind of like sitting. Now there is another strength rock over there that you can push down to get out. And I suppose it's fair to assume that if she got in this place in the first place, okay, then she probably has strength. At least I'm pretty sure that puppet can learn strength. I'm getting out of here. Chat, I could really use a diet Dr. Kelp. Okay, bye. I think maybe I'll go do that. I bought more banana water juice. That's cool. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some banana water juice. See you shortly. They removed 60% of the sugar. And there's no, as far as I could tell anyway, there's no actual extra thing put in there to compensate. So it just, I wouldn't call it tasteless, but you can tell that there's no sugar in it. Like I said, it it tastes like banana water. It tastes like what I assume would happen if you put a banana in water. What does that mean? What does that mean? Have you ever left something in water and let it become the taste of it? Question. Have you ever made popsicles? Have you never made popsicles? You literally freeze flavored juice, and then that becomes your popsicle. Right? Is it not the same idea with flavored water? You just stick a fruit in there and let the fruit just kind of exist in there. Chat, have you ever refilled your beverage by applying water? I know how that sounds, but like, so I mean like the content, basically like the content of water to not water is still in favor of the not water, but oh, none of these are good. Well, I should have switched to Namoko. Yes, it makes it taste bad. Yeah, but it's not about it tasting bad, it's about preserving the amount of juice that you have, right? What's the ratio? What's the ratio of water to not water do you need to do to get what? Hold on, my brain's trying to catch up with the conversation. Have you ever accidentally drank something that you, like, weren't supposed to, or was quite frankly, like, disgusting? I've done it. It was the time I thought I was pouring orange juice, and it turns out it was grapefruit juice. Yuck. Yuck. I don't know what ice is weak against. Specifically Letty, because she's part Earth, I think. Well, okay, we're just gonna kick her, I guess. She died. I don't like grapefruit juice. I think that grapefruit juice is pretty not good. Now, did the boulder reset in the trainer battle? Wow, it did. Cool. Not bad. It's a rare candy. I don't think I've ever eaten a grapefruit. I don't think I have, and I have a feeling that a big part of that has to do with the fact that you know, hold on, that I had the grapefruit juice and I didn't like it. Okay, everybody is taking a beating right out the start. I'm gonna buy more shit anyway, so yeah. I don't have any moo moo milk. I just don't have, like, anything. Wow. Did I sell my regular potions? I certainly did. Alright, I burned through most of my healing. Well, I still have other things, but it's just... whatever. I had cilantro. It tasted like soap. I've never actually had cilantro. I can see you're good. Rat. It's a rat. Rat boy. You know, I don't actually know if Nazarene is good. In a puppet dance performance, I had an extra Nazarene that I used for the whole game. But honestly, the only thing she was doing at a certain point in the game was placing down steel trap. And even then, she wasn't very good at doing that. Hello, Lily. I really thought you would be weak to that. Say goodbye to Lily. She lived. Oh my god. Nasty plot, you idiot. She's taking a nappy. What? Oh. You got rest, sleep talk, toxic. Wow. This your Lily right here? Say my Lily. Now I do it again because the AI always picks sleep talk on a term where it's guaranteed to wake up from rest because it doesn't know any better. Okay. Never mind. Alright, now I'm +6. Are you enjoying your nap? Her attack is Signal Beam. It does 10. Alright. Perish. Goodbye. And she's done and dusted. Yomu? Hi, Yomu. Bye, Yomu. Yes. Remilia, I'm staying in because your ass is dead. More juice. Iku. This dude tried to stall me with Lily, and he let me get to +6. Now his entire team is dead. To what? A spider. I had a chance. You had no chance. I concede you are better than I. I'm the better player. That's right. I wish I still had recover, but not much I can do about that now, is there? Push the rock! Setup moves are so funny because if you can find the opportunity to press them, oh baby, does the game get done. Big Suika. Nope, I'm out. Activate the switch. These guys are pretty strong. Oh, shit. So here's Victory Row, the final test for trainers. Okay. Mei Ling. Alright. Flare Blitz. Wow. Can this move burn? Now here's the thing. I want to click quick attack, but if this motherfucker clicks a full restore... Okay, good. Yeah, look at that. C mailing. See? It's a mailing. Goodbye, mailing. This is my first time using a mailing. She's pretty good, actually. Moko's really good at killing herself. I don't even remember what's good against this thing. Whatever. Do the ditto. Yeah, hit a bulk up. 1. Alright. I've had enough. Okay. They're just having a what are they doing? What are they doing? Wow. 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 Acho. You get stuck, try moving some boulders around. I need a potion. Take a potion. Moko. Hit him with a zoomy. Hit him with a save. I don't remember. I don't remember how many trainers there are you have to fight in here. It's a big room, Mia. Let me just grab some stuff. Psycho cut? Wait, a physical reason move? If somebody can learn that, that would actually be pretty solid. Alright. Noted. I guess I should have expected that, because that's all that ever happens around here. Oh. You wish to challenge the Elite Four. Hmm. A little Sakuya. Oh, that reminds me. I didn't go back to the power plant. I didn't go to the power plant. I forgot about that. I didn't find any of, like... I didn't find any of the EOSD puppets, did I? Well, I'd say, you know what I mean. I think they're at the power plant. Okay. Whatever type you've become, doesn't matter. Because I can set myself on fire. Hee hee ho ho. I didn't mean to stay in. Damn, you still died. You had Reflect up and you still died. Full patchouli. Send in the spider. Wait. You're not the type I thought you were. You're blue. Oh, shit. You're dead anyway! Never mind. Level 40. You got me. Goo also came through here. How do you know who that is? How do you know that I know who that is? Who are you? Like, why would I care? What if I don't know that guy? I'd just be like, yeah, alright, dude. Fucking... Sure. Great, thanks for the info, weirdo. Oh. Come on, I'll whip you. This trainer class did not survive for very long, did it? Mr. Lollipop and Whip. Ron, alright. I'm going to crash directly into you, and it's going to kill both of us. Goodbye. Goodbye! Okay, I didn't die. I came close. Excellent. Ron, I want to do it again, but it's just not advised. It is a ridiculously ill-advised maneuver. But if I had the HP, I would do it again. Why did I switch into Shizuha? Because I can click Sleep Powder. Okay. You know, for a move called Psycho Boost, it's kind of weird that it's not a boosting move. In fact, it's the opposite of a boosting move. It's Psychic type Overheat. And apparently it was only learned originally by Deoxys. You know, I didn't know that. You know why I didn't know that? Yeah, early bird. I didn't know that because the first Pokemon I ever saw that had Psycho Boost as a move was Lugia. And that's because it's one of the exclusive moves that Shadow Lugia has. It has Psycho Boost and Feather Dance. And those can only be learned by... Those are the special moves that they have. I don't know if anybody else can learn Psycho Boost at this point. I'm pretty sure they can. If you don't count, like, special Pokemon, it's pretty rare you find old exclusive moves. Yeah, all the legendary birds got extra sensory, which was neat. Most Pokemon in XD just kind of got Refresh or Heal Bell, which are solid moves, admittedly. But, yeah, Refresh is not exactly a groundbreaking move. But I thought it was cool that XD... not Coliseum. XD Shadow Pokemon, because Coliseum's whole gimmick was essentially to bring the Johto decks to the 3rd generation. And then for XD, that really wasn't... That wasn't necessary anymore. That wasn't necessary anymore. You're gonna hit me anyway. So they just gave a bunch of the Pokemon, like, cool moves. I know Mewtwo still has his signature move. Mewtwo's still got access to Psy Strike, which is just Psy Shock with 20 more power. He also learns it at level 100. That's kind of crazy. Learning moves at level 100. He also has access to Aura Spear, which is a really cool move, and let me a little random. Maybe a little random that he has it, but you know, you're in the right to be on Victory Road. Is Victory Road too tough? It is when you don't spend the right amount of resources. Satori. Ah, fuck. Advent. Sorry, you traced Advent. 19. Oh, you're dead. It's okay, it's not the Satori. Yes. Gregory. Razor Wind. Is that good? Need to check, actually. Is that a flying type? What is that? Always hits. Is it special? Oh, it doesn't matter, but... Razor Wind is one of those moves that was introduced in Gen 1, and... well... to make a long story short, it's probably one of the worst moves in the entire game. Like, pretty uncontestedly, I'd say. I don't even know who learns it. I know Zangoose learns it. Why? It's a 2-turn move with like 75 base power. It's also normal type. Like, what? I give Slam a lot of shit for existing. Because, well, Slam is ass. Might be a bad switch. Now, what's funny is that in Gen 1 they also had Spike Cannon. Great. Spike Cannon was a pretty rare move. I think like 3 or 4 Pokemon learned it. Like Cloyster and Omastar learned it. It was a multi-hit move. But it had 25 base power and 100 accuracy. Whereas the other moves like Fury Swipes and Fury Attack had less power and less accuracy. But Spike Cannon was like... I mean, it was still a normal type move, but Spike Cannon was just randomly good. It was... We're gonna be here a while. Sing double team. Sing double team. Oh my god. You didn't see nothing. You didn't see nothing. Bro, I'm staying. I'm taking Earthquake. Fuck you. Bottom. Bottom. Komachi, water type, weak to poison. I'm pretty sure only one form is part steel. I think one form is part ghost. Okay, yeah, you're not the steel one. You're the one that's weak to the poison bomb. Hmm. Hmm. Rumia. Crash into her. Crash. Yes. Yes. No. No, 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 no. Wait, 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 wait. I'm dead. I'm not dead. It's not a good idea. It is an ill-advised idea. I would have died. Dude, I don't remember what dream type is good against. I don't remember what dream type isn't good against. I barely remember what dream type is. I don't know what Rumi is weak to. Because she's got levitate. So I can't hit her with ground moves. Aww. Dude. Oh, I'm weak to dark. Hmm. God damn it. I don't have any more Crush Claws. I ran out. I used them all on Lyrica. Which means we're about to slow burn the shit out of this one. Here we go. Put the leech seed on him. Alright. Put the leech seed on him. Merlin can't use Sing. I don't think Merlin shouldn't be able to use Sing because he shouldn't be able to put people to sleep. Don't say I'm stalling. Did you see how the first fucking mon of this fight went? Hmm. Ah. You take a nap. How many trainers do I have left? I don't really want to leave the cave, but I'm like, I don't have any more healing items that I really want to cash in on. And I can always just speed up. There's gotta be at least 4 more, maybe 5 more. Okay. The rumors were true. It was you who beat Giovanni of Team Rocket. Man, word travels fast considering this guy's been in a cave for the last... Well, who knows how long this guy's been here. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here in a second. Wait, what? I should probably... Oh. Good. Dude, this was such a terrible decision. I should have just left. I was like, let's just do one more. Let's get one more in the book. Itate. Oh no, 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 no. Kogasa, I choose you. Get her out of there. She can't handle that. I might lose. Like, I might actually lose to this trainer. Let's just Heartbreak slightly stronger. And it has a better crit chance. Oh my god. Shh. Oh, I'm alive. Oh my god, dude. Oh, man. Okay. It doesn't matter. 3 more. 3 more. 3 more and I must escape. Yuko? I'm gonna stay in. Yep, 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 I thought so. The nature offsets this. Oh my god, a crit! Oh, man! She is still in the game! Minariko? Oh, son of a bitch. Wait, no, Minariko's an easy kill. Easy kill, easy kill. Poison bomb! Okay. Ichiden. I don't know. So I'm gonna hope. I don't have an answer. I'm gonna hope Shizuha can take it in. Alright. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Do you have guts? See, I don't know what has and has not for guts. So whenever I see a physical attacker, I'm like, I'm not sure if I should burn it, because if it burn it and it starts killing me, then that's a problem. But it's alright. I got the leech seed. She's used her potion. We're gonna click Monka Giga. Okay, never mind. Let's try that again. You know, I'm really glad they shortened the animation for using your held item in this. Uh-oh. That's gonna hurt. Okay. Lost focus. Okay. Focus Punch is an interesting move. Mainly because it is actually used quite often in Gen 3. But uh-oh. I don't think any other generations really utilize this move. I guess it's probably because close combat exists in Gen 4. And the need for that kind of coverage stopped being as necessary. I guess. I couldn't tell you, I couldn't give you the actual reasons for it. All I know is that Focus Punch was a pretty integral part of Gen 3 meta. Mainly because some of the best Pokemon that run around that generation were Blissey and Tyranitar. So strong. Get me the fuck out of here. I want to leave. Goodbye. Where's my escape? Where's my escape orb? Breloom used it in Gen 5. Did it? Why? Oh, you know, I know why. Because sleep. Can't do that anymore. Well, we now have to manually walk back to the healing because we don't have fly. Yeah. All the way back at the Pokemon Center. You should buy some potions this time, streamer. You're right. I know. I know. Don't worry about it. Pay no attention to such things. Oh my god, dude. Don't you love the speed up rendition of all these tracks? And we're gonna go right back to where we were. Yeah, there's about 4 or 5 left. And we're gonna do this right. And then we can be ready. Aya on the water? Well, she's over the water, but you know. Okay, alright. Doesn't learn close combat in Gen 5, and that's why. Fuck, I guess Breloom's best fighting option, I guess it would technically be Mach Punch, wouldn't it? But it was a victim of Gen 3 gimmick. Which is to say that Gen 3 Pokemon, some of them kind of fucking suck. Because they're mix attackers with mediocre stats. So they're not actually mix attacking anything. But Breloom's not a mix attacker. Breloom actually has a really high attack stat, considering how early in the game you can get one. But it was victim to the gimmick move known as Sky Uppercut. A move with 85 power, and I believe 85 accuracy, that very few Pokemon can learn. Like 3 off the top of my head can learn it. Hitmonchan, Blaziken, and Breloom. And unfortunately, well, not even unfortunately, that move's gimmick is that it hits Pokemon in the air. Except, Pokemon in the air are flying types, which resist fighting. But what about Bounce? Bounce didn't exist until Gen 4. And you're right, actually, that Bounce is a potential option to Sky Uppercut. But at that point, nothing's running Bounce because Bounce is, quite frankly, not a very good move. Too inaccurate. You know who learns Bounce? Lopunny and Gyarados. Anyone else? Not that I'm aware of. I think Rapidash does. What the fuck is Mind Bomb? Rapidash can bounce. Okay, it's Grass Knot. Power Up Punch? Yeah, that's Gen 6. Because that's the TM you get from Karina. I think. How much information do you actually have? A guard special. How? Are you smarter than a 5th grader? Hmm. Ho ho. Little Ron. This is where Moltres is in the original game. He's not here anymore. They replaced it with a guard special. They should have put something a little more timely. You know the truck? The Mew truck in the remake? That truck is there and there's a lava cookie. Pretty cool. Because you're really not supposed to be over there. Hmm. You're a regular Rin. I should have switched. You're not dead, which means I am. Oh, goodbye! Hmm. I had quick attack. Fish. It's an easy kill. That's an easy kill for you. Oh, hello with a big giga. Do you remember the move Scorching Sands? I don't. I mean, obviously I do, but I don't. Scorching Sands is a move introduced in Gen 8 DLC. That's effectively ground-type Scald. I believe it is learned mostly by not ground types. Interesting, isn't it? Hmm. Alright. Let's get back to work. Power Gem. Power Gem is a cool concept of a move. It's just a shame that like 5 Pokemon learn it. Wonder why. Who learns Power Gem? Off the top of your head, who learns Power Gem? I got Slowking and Vespiquen. That's it. Oh, careful. Careful. It's a really rare rock move in that A, it's special, and B, it has 100 accuracy. Starmie. Forgot about that one. Mismagius? Forgot about that one. Persian. Didn't know that one. Didn't know Persian learned Power Gem. It's weird because it seems like it's a cool move, but then you don't really use it, and the reason you don't really use it is because it's like 70 base power. So it just usually isn't that good as a coverage. Ampharos, forgot that one. Dialga and Palkia learned it. I don't remember that one. Tenshin. I'm getting out of this battle. Glimmora? Nobody knows what that Pokemon is. Nobody in the entire world knows what a Glimmora is. Do you know what its previous form is called? What is the previous form called? Took too long to answer, you looked it up. You looked it up. His name is Glent. Thank you very much. Glent. He evolves into Glimmora. Could arguably be one of the worst Pokemon ever created. Well, that's just not nice. Do you remember what Baxcalibur's evolutions or pre-evolutions are called? Because I don't. I remember the first form kind of looks like a freaky frog. And then the form after that kind of looks like a piece of shit. Thing is, I also think that Baxcalibur looks like a piece of shit. So there's that. I don't like Baxcalibur's design. He look kinda stinky. Eden. I'm staying in. The fact that you didn't die bothers me. But it's okay. Wow. Get your knuckles. I barely remember what those Pokemon look like, and the reason for that is mainly because they're one of those Pokemon that I probably caught and then like power evolved just to kind of get it in the decks. If I had to run through every single Pokemon in existence, I would probably get caught up at a couple of them. Because I just forget what their names are. I would probably forget what their names are. To some capacity. It's like you want to ask the question, most forgettable Pokemon, but nobody can answer that because, well, you know, they forgot them. Most forgettable Touhou character. Now, the most forgettable Touhou character, that's an interesting question, because you might want to say a character right away, but the fact that you immediately have a character in mind to say shows that they're at least a little memorable. It would have to be the next character, the one that you don't even think of. Like, if somebody told you the most unmemorable character, you probably want to say Yatsuhashi, right? Yatsuhashi seems like a fair answer. She's pretty not memorable. However, she becomes memorable for the pure fact that she is unmemorable. How does that work, you may wonder? Well, that's just how that works. So you would need to find somebody who is less unremarkable than Yatsuhashi, but not more remarkable than like anybody else. So that's why you just forget them. Your brain goes to Yatsuhashi first, but it's the one next to Yatsuhashi. Cashin's pets? That's a bad answer. That's a disingenuous answer. I should have switched. I'm talking about real characters, and you're over there talking about made up characters that nobody remembers. Poison Bomb. Rinsatsuki's not real. That's not a real character. If you were to name every Touhou character, would you like accidentally skip one? Like if you just went like, you know, Rumia, Daiyose, Chirno, Mailing, Quackama, Patchouli, Sakuya, Remilia, Flandre, Reimu, Marissa. Right, that's all of EOSD, right? But what, like, if you just did that for every game, do you think you would miss someone? Who would you miss? Luis? PC98 doesn't count because some people don't even acknowledge it as real. Mike. That's an interesting one because Mike is a cat. That said, Mike is not very popular. To be honest with you, I think the only reason Mike has any form of popularity at all is because she's a cat. And that's not saying much because she doesn't have very much popularity. What characters you remember can differ from what characters other people remember too. Because if you don't like a character, you're gonna remember them. It just has to be like a blatant mediocrity. An absolute mediocrity of a character. A yawn fest. A snooze character. Regular Patchy is reason. Which means I am going to destroy her. Heartbreaker. Ho ho ho. Luna. That's wind nature. Which means you're getting poison bombed. The three fairies are probably on a lot of people's radar. Or under a lot of people's radars. Mainly because they're more so written works characters. And they're not that popular. Around here it's different. It's different around here. There are some characters you probably wouldn't even think twice of, but around here, when they pop up, the whole world ready for it. Heartbreak? You think I give a shit, Lily? Oh, I might give a shit if you're faster than me now. That is exactly the outcome I predicted. To a fucking T. Ubame, yes. Ubame was the lowest. Ubame got like 50 votes on the her first her debut popularity poll. She got like 52 points. She was the lowest Windows character. And other characters in Touhou 20 placed significantly higher than her. Like, I don't really know what to say about Ubame in that situation other than that, man, people did not like her. Like, there's obviously gonna be a least popular character in a game. When you look at it, it's like the bottom 5 in terms of like Windows popularity was what do you call it? Oh, the bottom 5 for a couple of years was a combination of characters from Touhou 18 and Touhou 17, and also what's her name, and also Nemono. Nemono, Takane, Sanyo, Misamaru, Eika, Urumi. I don't remember the exact order, but yeah, basically 16, like 2 characters from 16, 3 characters from 18, and 1 character from 16. I think I said 16 first. I meant 17. Alright, I can battle you guys, but before I do that... Right, you teach Double Edge, don't you? Yeah. We made it. I'll go heal and fight those guys. The final maze. Ho ho ho, prepare for trouble. And make it double? To protect the world from devastation, to unite all peoples within our nation, to denounce the evils of truth and love, to extend our reach to the stars above. Jazzy! James. Team Rocket blast off at the speed of light. Surrender now, prepare to fight. That was our new Team Rocket motto. Ever since the boss vanished, we've taken it up on ourselves to revive Team Rocket. Where are you? We're not like the others! Even if we're the only ones left, Team Rocket will one day come back. My stream died. And to show the others we mean it, we're going to beat the twerp that beat the boss. Prepare yourself. They didn't even appear. I'm not prepared for this. I am prepared for this. Okay. I got attacked by ghosts. Squishy. Honestly, I don't know how to hit you. Kane might be good. And the frames be dropping and they don't stop dropping and they don't stop dropping and they don't stop dropping. And the frames be dropping. I'm not worried about that. Shake they are. I'm dropping frames. I'm dropping frames. Technical medicine. I'm going to crash into you and die. Goodbye, Tien. Excellent. Yep. I'm sure Orin is gonna be last. Fuck. Bitch. There's Rumia and Orin left. Excellent pull through, Shizuha. Now it's time. Drop frames. 25% detect over the last 2 minutes. Thanks for telling me. I know. I'm very aware. I got through confusion, but I missed the leech seed. I would sure like to do some damage. I think maybe that would be nice. There you go. Now, watch this as I click sleep powder. Okay. Now, watch as I click sleep powder as she wakes up and she clicks confused ray. Oh, I got through it. I have 3 Giga Drains. I have 3 Giga Drains. Come on. I'll never lose. I'll never lose! Fuck. I knew it was coming eventually! Damn! Damn it! Stop telling me I dropped frames! I don't! Okay. It's now time for me to Vamonos. I didn't even dropped any frames in the last, like, 2 minutes, and I'm still getting a fucking warning about it. Goodbye, Kogasa. Okay. She did take, like, 50%. She took, like, 60% from Leech Seed alone. I'll just Thunder Punch her, I guess. Good. And next is Aura and... Ah! $52. It may not kill. That won't kill. That's neutral. That's right. Tough stuff. Tough stuff. Okay, the ghost of Team Rocket has been defeated. Even after all that, no wonder the boss lost. You're way too strong, Twerp, because this means we can't start Team Rocket back up here. Just remember, one day Team Rocket will be back. Come on, James, we're going to Hoenn. Hoenn! Ooh! I've heard there's some strong Bonica there. Okay, bye. Farewell, ghost of Team Rocket. They didn't show up. They're invisible. Champ in the making. You will face the Elite Four. If you lose, you start all over. That's it. Alright. Now we have one more. We got one more. One more. We're gonna fight one more guy. Last guy. Together, the Foobust are destined for greatness. Cool trainers. Remilia and Sakuya. Okay, here's the plan. I slap Remilia, and I crash into Sakuya. Good slap. This is like a real-ass match right here, bro. A real match with real puppets. Of course, I'm the winner. Superb. Heartbreak. You're dead? You fucking twit! Why are you dead? I have 3 speedy physical attackers. Cool, huh? Then I have Shizuha and Satori. And Yam. Ludicrous. That can't be. We did it. Together. Together as a team. The ultimate goal for trainers. Alright. Alright, I caught a Komachi, I forgot. Sassy. Only good IV is speed, essentially. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. Heart orbs, full restores. We need some revives. 22 revives. Ability bead. It can change its ability. Fuck, I'm gonna buy one of those and see if I have abilities I would want from my puppets. Full heals. I'll take 28 of those things. And I'll take 28 of your max potions. And I'll take 10 of your hard orbs. 10 of your hardest orbs. Okay. So chat, my plan now, I'm going to increase these levels to like, I don't know, 54 or something. I want a good level, because I'm going to be over-leveled against Lorelei, but I'm not going to be over-leveled against Bruno. And then I'm going to be under-leveled to everything in between. So I think I'm going to get everybody to level 54, 55-ish, which means Satori has 10 fucking levels she's got to go up by. And I can do that on my own time, because I won't be able to play this until next week anyway. That'll prepare us for the Elite Four. And also I will have Destiny Bond. Maybe I will, You see, I made a save state for the shinies, just so I could show you. Okay. Chat, next time... Next time we will face the Elite Four, and we'll see what we're gonna do after that. We might even not win, but I'm gonna grind so my levels are better for it, and we'll see what I can pull off. Now, thankfully, I do have the emergency Satori to take care of any matchup I'm not confident in, but who knows how it'll go. You'll just have to find out next time.